Do not put him in there with.
So with Jaime, I feel like what this showed me, because I feel we had some early excitement about this boxer in his career, and people were really like excited. And sometimes as fans, you can get like maybe a little carried away with that. He needs more like work, right?
Yeah.
So like he's not ready for like top like fights.
No.
He's ready for more work though. So more.
He's ready for more good fights against good fighters like
and and definitely like televised fights and being on undercards. So yeah, I'm excited to just see this boxer grow.
Yeah, on HBO they basically like they made comparisons of him to Mike Tyson at one point, and I think they talked about George Foreman. Anyway, I know they weren't saying like he's like this guy, but we have a tendency in boxing to compare people to previous people, and almost all the time we're comparing them to like all-time greats, and like that's just absurd. But what Jaime Munguia has, he has a lot of talent. He's got a lot of raw ability. He's definitely progressing as a boxer, and I'm excited to see him fight. I think before the fight, because everybody was basing their opinion on Munguia based on basically one fight, where he beat up career welterweight in Saddam Ali. So I think you're right. Like, slow the roll a little bit. Do not throw him in there with a Charlo. Do not put him in there with Jarrett Hurd, any of the champions, and don't put him in there with Arizlan Lara or any of the other guys that are.
Yeah, their technical skill would just pick him apart. So like it.
Yeah, or like Canelo, that would be, because they talked about a possible Canelo fight. Right now, that would be absurd. Like, you don't do that to the fighter. He was supposed to fight Gennady Golovkin, right? The Nevada Athletic Commission denied them that, saying that he wasn't a good enough fighter. Now, while I agree that it wasn't best for his career to do that, it's kind of equally absurd to suggest that Jaime Munguia wasn't as good an opponent as we got in Vanes Monterrosa. That's ridiculous. So, bad job, Nevada Athletic Commission, but good for Jaime Munguia, because Golovkin would have just ripped him apart, unless he's got some ridiculous chin that we haven't seen yet.
Right.
And we don't want to put him in there anyway.
Yeah.
So it was fun. It was good to see HBO boxing back. We haven't had a lot of HBO boxing. What do you want to see? Do you want to see more HBO boxing, Rachel? Or you want to just move on to Dazin? I can't say
I'm cool
Dazin.
with seeing boxing on any outlets that I already pay for.
But what about Dazin?
Yeah, I don't pay for Dazin yet.
Yeah.
So I can't pay for everything, you know?
Right.
Like, I just can't. We can't pay for
eventually, this is off topic a little bit, but like, won't it just be eventually that we're all paying like separate channels, like whatever, and then we end up paying like more for what we used to
I feel like
for...
it's just gonna like level back out to like the high cable bills that we had before.
Yeah. Thanks.
I guess it's just a cost
America.
of watching stuff.
America.